Hello, happy you're here. Super exciting day today. So my mom took my kids yesterday and she's keeping them overnight for 2 nights. So today is the full day of being child free. And also Davis had a shooting competition this morning, so it's a full day to myself. I have no concrete plans this morning, and then this afternoon I'm having friends over and we're having a quiet hobby night. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so beautiful. It's gonna be so beautiful. I'm so excited. So what I'm thinking of doing today, because I could do like productive stuff and organize this and clean that, like do projects around the house that I can't do when my kids are here, or that it's harder to do when my kids are here. But no. Treat yourself. So what I'm gonna do instead, this is the rough outline right now. I am thinking of taking a trip to Goodwill because I have a lot of boxes down in my basement that need to be donated. So I'm thinking I make a dent in that, go out to Goodwill, go to the library because I have a book to pick up, and maybe go find a squishy armchair in a window somewhere and like read in the library quietly. Oh my gosh. And then when my stomach starts to growl, there is this newish coffee shop that I haven't been to before. So I'm thinking I go to the coffee shop and we have some niblets and read some more. And then maybe take a little stroll around Main Street before getting some snacky bits for tonight. Doesn't that sound so dreamy? It sounds so dreamy to me. Just like a morning to myself to wander Main Street, get to mosey, I can change plans on a whim. Like that's just the kind of stuff that feels a little bit harder to do when you have somebody else traveling with you. Like if Dave were here with me this morning to go out and do these things, or like even a friend to go out and do these things, and even harder to go out and do with my kids. When we go to the library with my kids, like we're not reading, like they're playing and they want me to play with them. We're gonna have a dreamy day, and then tomorrow we'll get to the organizing bits. But first, I only have to worry about myself. And that feels so nice. All right, fully and honestly, this outfit I've got, I can't even see. Here, hold on. There we go. This skirt, I got boots, fleece lined tights on underneath. What this outfit needs is a necklace, I think. But it's cold outside, so we're gonna go scarf, even though like I think the outfit itself, it's missing something here, and maybe like a dangle, but I don't really wear earrings as much anymore. I could get back into wearing earrings. The reason why I got away from earrings, especially because I love a statement earring, I love it like a dangly earring, something silly, is because I had little babies and they would like grab at my earrings. But even now, like my kids still, I'll be sat down and Poppy will just like climb up onto my shoulders or like jump hug up around me. So maybe dangly earrings still isn't a safe option for my earlobes, but I would love to get back into that. Maybe back into makeup. I don't know, I haven't quite decided on that. It's not like super pivotal for me, I guess. My necklace that's been broken for like a year, I think would be really nice here, like some kind of silver chain, whether that be a big statement necklace or like a little one. Let's get a scarf. I'm thinking today, because I don't have like jackets that really go with this outfit that are also warm. So either we go with a classic, it's been a long time since I've worn this scarf, or I also have this scarf, which I think might be the better choice. I think the color goes better with the skirt. And then a black jacket, and they are not very heavy jackets. We've got this one, but it's meant to be like 34 today, so, and with the sunshine, I think while I'm out today it should be fine. Maybe I'll find some gloves that might help. This jacket is kind of thin, but what I wore last night when we went out to dinner with our friends, the old peacoat. Oh, it's warm because it's been next to the pellet stove, and it's also just been like, it's just like covered in hair. I feel like this is too, I don't know. It is not warm enough for this jacket, but I have a scarf on, so it is what it is. Car is packed. There are boxes back there. We're going to drop them off and go chill. I'm so excited. I'm so very excited. There are also some shops. Oops. There are also some shops on Main Street that I've never been into because with the awakening of the world, I had brand new babies. So I haven't been able to go out and do like these day shopping things because I stay at home with my kiddos all the time. So there are some new spots or like relocated businesses that I'm just really looking forward to walking around. Like there's this record store that also sells like new and vintage clothing, which I would love to pop into. And I just want to have like a little poke around, not looking for anything in particular. So I'm not looking to buy anything, but I just want to see what there is. I would like to get a puzzle for tonight. So I would like to have options for people who are just more or less coming for a vibe. And then we'll stop at the grocery store. But let's get on it. The cover has grabbed me. I'm still too close to this, it's very loud. This is obviously not the reading part of the library. There is just something about milling around with books. I just love it. It's this weird space of feeling overwhelming. Oh, sorry. Because I'm never gonna read everything. Even on my list, I'm like, this is a lot that I want to read. There's like something between like being overwhelming and being peaceful and just like feeling the endless possibilities of like picking up different stories. I don't know, it's just feels good. So I'm gonna travel these aisles for a little bit and then I'm going to zip off to go get something to eat because I think my stomach is starting to be a little peckish. Also, in this corner, found the Taylor Jenkins read pile, which is great. I've read this. This was fun. I am going to be reading this in April with my friends, and my sister-in-law suggested I read this. That's here. This was a great book. Should I get this? I already have so many books, or should I just wait? It's going to be here. There's going to be options to come grab this. And I just grabbed Red Rising, like picked it up from interlibrary loans, so I shouldn't, but now I know what part of the library it's in. So when I'm here with Poppy, I know exactly which shelf to come and collect it off of, because I can't like mill around the shelves with my kids because they won't let me, especially in this section of the library. It's just adult fantasy fiction books, so there's like nothing for them on this floor at all. So now I know exactly where to come get Malibu Rising and Carrie Soto's back without having to like search. So now I can just bring her up here, grab the book, and get back to where we're going. I love this library. There's a lot of buzzing happening though. I think I had checked in here like what their Emily Henry situation is because I'm in my Emily Henry era. But I did just finish this book yesterday. Fun listen. Literally never read the summary of any Emily Henry books. I just start reading them. I think we'll hold off on that though. That coffee shop experience was divine. Like the chai latte was amazing. My little sandwich was amazing. I was the only one there at first and then a few more people started pouring in because it is quite a small space. But I got to sit in a comfy chair, little nook, books beside me, sun coming in, but they had, it's like a paned window, so it's like rainbow, like light coming through onto the pages, and it was perfection. It was everything I dreamed it would be this morning, going to the library and then going to the coffee shop. Amazing. I did not make it to the record store because I was like, oh, I'm kind of running out of time. I have been just so enjoying my morning and my outing that I was like, there's no more time to like peruse around. Plus for me, I feel like after hitting 2 spots, that's like as much as I can really muster, and I still had to go to the grocery store, so I was like, I'm gonna save my energy for that. So we've got some Snick Snacks. I'm gonna show you the Snick Snacks, because at first I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna get for these snacks? I totally forgot that I was gonna do that because I was just so caught up. And I was like, it's literally not that serious. They're my friends coming over to my house to sit in the quiet. Just snacks. It's okay. We're fine. I haven't decided if I'm gonna get the veggie tray out and just put everything out on that, or if I'm going to bother doing like a whole charcuterie board setup. But I've got some Arizona green tea. Excited for that. Yes, I will charge my watch. The one little sweet treat. We got some chocolate chip cookies. Strawberries. Where am I gonna put all of this? Okay, I need some more counter space here. Baby carrots. My favorite little snack cracker. I don't know what it is about this. These are my favorite. You can focus on me if you want. There you go. These are my favorite. A red pepper I need to cut. Some ranch for dipping. I also got hummus for dipping and a cheese spread. Everything hummus. Blueberries. Got some apples I'm gonna slice. A head of broccoli also needs to be sliced. Some little oranges, some little easy peelers. 2 different kinds of cheese. We've got pepper jack and we've got sharp, already cut. One less thing to cut. Cucumbers. Cucumba. And then little Sprites. I'm not quite sure when people are getting here. It's a little after 2 right now. And the time that I put was just very vague. Afternoon, nighttime. People are like, when's that? I don't know, 4 or 5 after dinner time. And then I had one friend that was like, didn't know. I was like, you can come at 2 if you want. Just let me know and I'll make sure that I'm at home. Like, it's literally, it's not that serious. Let's just chill. Like, come when you can, leave when you want to. Not everyone needs to be here at the same exact time. It's hobby night. Let's remove some stress from our lives, you know? Okay, we're gonna put these things away, and then I've got to actually eat more because I am famished. And I want to have a full stomach before I start slicing up my little snackies. Last night was such a good time. It's just, even though for a lot of it, I would say at least half of it, we just sat in, what is this? This is so distracting. At least half of it, maybe less than half, but for a lot of it, we just sat in silence doing our activities near each other. And then the rest of it was like talking and stuff. But what I think is most beneficial with that and from that is that we were then able, like in between the silence of focusing on our only activity and only worrying about ourselves and not having to worry about our kids, being with people who are in similar situations to me, and we are in similar stages of life. I managed to get 2 of my friends here, and then like 4 of them were just like, I just can't make it work, which is understandable because they also have lives and children and families and obligations and things. But the 2 that were able to come, 3 of us also happened to be stay-at-home parents as well. And just being able to talk out some of the similar obstacles and things that we find hard, and being able to talk about that stuff to other people who also find those same sort of things difficult or challenging, and trying to like talk through managing that stuff, and also having a person like physically there with you to be like, yeah, I'm feeling the same way, I'm going through the same thing. It's just so like validating. So that's just like so nice and so needed if you're feeling like isolated in a certain thing, especially parenthood, especially stay-at-home parenthood can be very isolating. To have other people who are doing it too and be like, oh, we're feeling the same way, that did not help, did it? So I think that was really just the best part, is being able to be with people who are going through similar things to you. Obviously I didn't record any of it. Just imagine me reading that same book I did, but on my couch or playing Sims. It was relaxing. It was stress-free. Like there was no immediate thing that needed to be done. And I want to share my space with other parents, especially my stay-at-home parents. When I have a quiet space with no kids, I like to share my quiet space with no kids, because it's just such an important thing to have time for yourself, to do things that you enjoy without needing to feel quote unquote productive about your day. Because I feel like stay-at-home parenthood is just like, how can I be productive but also have nothing to show for it? So at least this way it's like I'm enjoying myself and I don't have the pressure of needing to have an output. So that was great. That was fun. But my kids will be coming home today. I've gotten a few videos and stuff from my parents of them playing outside in the snow, so they're having such a great little time. They are enjoying themselves, and I keep thinking that I should be productive, which there are some activities, and I do this every single time I send them away. I'm like, these are some activities that would be great to do if they weren't here. They're also stuff that I could do if they were asleep, but by the time the night comes around, I'm like, I don't want to do anything. So I'm trying to talk myself into maybe doing some of those tasks. Like I just end up with a lot of Owen's school papers that end up in a pile, because I don't want him to be upset that I'm throwing out anything. I also don't know that he would be upset if I threw out like a math paper, but it's just not, it's just inconsequential to life, and it's just clutter in my house, and I don't want it. So I'm gonna have to think about that, about what to do. I might just end up sitting on the couch somewhere. I also keep thinking about how I want to be more active again, and not just have it be a thought, but actually do it. And now that I'm feeling a bit more on track after 3.5 years of keeping my downstairs a little bit more tidy from day to day, it takes away like that task of doing in the morning, like sitting in piles of stuff on my counter. Now that it's cleared off, like I'm like, oh, that's not like a pressing thing. I could have time to do an at-home workout. And the thing is, and this is like something that I feel like I always run into, is whenever I try to do a workout on my yoga mat, my kids will crawl all over me. But that's because they don't see me use it that often. So if I was able to stick to a routine of using the yoga mat and explaining and saying and holding them to leaving my body and my space alone until I am done, they will get used to that, and then they will let me do that, but they need to learn the rules around it. But I always just get so frustrated, like I'll try it once and then I'll get crawled all over and I'm like, nope, never again. Because it just like, it overwhelms me, and it just like hits me in the sensory issues. So then I just don't try it again. So now they don't know the rules around it, because the only time they've ever interacted with me taking out my yoga mat, they've crawled all over me. And then I wait 6 months, try it again, and lo and behold, they crawl all over me. Instead of making it a habit and being like, nope, this is the rules around it. But I need to start being active. I need to do something. Maybe a workout challenge video coming. The kids coming back. I went like full focus mode. Instead of doing anything yesterday that would have been classified, I guess, as productive, I just took more time to myself, because I was like, you know what? When else am I gonna have it? Because the minute they walk through the door, they're going to want attention. They're gonna want to do stuff. They're gonna want to talk. They're gonna want to ask questions. And I might as well be rested and ready, and not in the middle of a project that I would have to put aside to welcome them home, because I never know when they're gonna come home. My mom is pretty good about like keeping them until the afternoon, but not too late where like the bedtime and nighttime routine would get messed up the day before school. So I didn't know exactly when they were gonna be home. So I didn't want to start anything. I pitter-pattered, I tidied, and then I took more time to myself. And I feel good about that. I think it was the right choice. So that's just kind of where we are with that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the ride, and I will see you in the next one.